Hey y'all, this is another Wizard Unite video to shorten my previous video, but specifically go on the or go on the professor, or go on the Magizoologist. Here you go. All right, professor, profession. It's a balanced wizard. It's kind of based on enhancements and impairments. It makes it stronger. It has multiple specializations. But I'll start with the charms first. It has deterioration hex. When it's maxed out, it does 40 damage per turn. So like when you attack a mob, it adds 40, and when a mob attacks you, it does 40. As well as if there's ore outside, tossing Bat Boogie hex, it does the damage of the Bat Boogie plus 40. So if they have it at maxed out 3, it'll do 43 per Bat Boogie. And if you have multiple ores doing it, you can see how that adds up. All right, Mending Charm is kind of like the Magizoologist one. It does, when it's maxed out, it does 4 health points to an ally. Protection Charm is 30% defense when it's maxed out, so that's really good. Proficiency Charm is plus 44% proficiency, which increases, increases your power that much. It's good to pop that at the beginning. Helps out a lot. All right, you get plus 5 power when a foe has 1 impairment. You get plus 5 power when you have 1 enhancement. You get plus 12 power when you have at least 2 enhancements. You get plus 12 power when the foe has at least 3 impairments. You get plus 6% defense when the foe has at least 1 impairment. You get plus 9% defense when the foe has 2 impairments. You get another plus 6% defense when you have 1 enhancement, like proficiency, bravery, or defense. You get another plus 9% defense when you have 2 enhancements. And then also there's the option of 30% accuracy versus pixies and 30% defense breach versus werewolves, because they have a lot of defense. All right, keynotes for the professor. Cast proficiency to increase damage in 2 different ways. One is 44% to yourself, of course, for things you're proficient against, but plus as you have the enhancement on, you do extra damage and you get extra defense. All right, shield yourself or allies is the second thing after proficiency. The order kind of depends on the situation. If you're outnumbered and you have more like werewolves and pixies on the board versus everybody else, you probably want to start with yourself first to make you stronger. If you only have 1 Magizoologist and you're in the higher chambers, you might want to put the defense on him so they don't die. Deterioration hex, I would say you want to put that on foes that has the highest swings. And when I say that, I mean like Acromantulas, werewolves, probably Death Eaters, since they have like the most stamina. So it takes longer to fight them, because it's probably less as useless, efficient, since it costs 3 focus, if you put it on like a Pixie or Urkling, because usually you can kill those in 2 or 3 hits. So that means they're only getting like 6, negative 40s damage is done to them, versus something else that could take 10 or 12 little rotations of fighting would get 12 rotations times 40 times 2. Does that make sense? Anyway, all right. So if you're bored, you can mend allies. There's an achievement for doing special spells, strategic spells. You start off with 4 focus. You're stronger with more enhancements on you and impairments on the foe you're fighting. Alrighty. Now, who fights what? Proficiency, neutral, deficiency. Ores are strong versus dark wizards and Death Eaters. They're neutral to pixies and werewolves. They are deficient to Urklings and Acromantulas. Magizoologists are great versus Urkling Acromantulas, neutral to dark wizards, Death Eaters, and weak against pixies and werewolves. Professors are strong versus pixies and werewolves, neutral to Urklings and Acromantulas, and weak to dark wizards and Death Eaters. Whew, that's a lot. All right, we're going to start off with the professor. So as you can see, it starts with 4 focus. You look in the top, you'll start to see a flash. That means someone's giving me focus. while giving CJ Neal focus, and then she does the proficiency buff. She goes after the Pixie first because they die quick. This current state, she has one buff, and the Pixie has no buffs. But if you look on the right, it has dodge and I think more damage as a buff. So currently she has one enhancement. Going after Pixies. Alright, look like I just saw another buff go up. It's probably the bravery. And the shield is up. So currently CJ's at 3 enhancement, and it's a werewolf, and it has 2 impairments. So she is doing a lot of damage. And is she taking damage? She might be invincible. Well, the mob's dead now. So she's going after werewolves now that she's kind of strong with the 3 enhancements, and then there's 1 impairment on this one. I think it's the Bat Boogie. Not the Bat Boogie, Confusion Hex. Because werewolves have defense, so this reduces their defense. So CJ can do more damage. In group play, as focus is coming along, she's giving out shields. They cost 3 focus. So usually as she gets 3 focus, she just dragged and dropped focus on someone else and took a Pixie. Usually once everybody's shielded, then the deterioration hexes come out. So it kind of helps if the aura has free focus to give. Currently, looking at the field, there's nothing that she's proficient against, but like Earthlings are kind of the next neutral target since she doesn't take extra damage, but she put a deterioration hex on it, so that's what she was waiting for, to get that 3 focus so she can put it on the Earthling, so she can do an extra 80 damage per rotation. So every time she attacks, it does an extra 40 upon whatever she was going to do, and then as soon as the Earthling hits her, it takes off 40 as well. Looking at the field, there's a werewolf up there. 1 hit. There's a spider. She put the deterioration hex on it, but the Magizoologist hopped on it, so now she's just kind of chilling out. Nothing else to hex. And victory. Alright, look at another match. She just got 7 focus, so she popped proficiency. There's a werewolf out there. She's going to hop on it. So currently she has 1 enhancement. Shout out to CJ Neal 76. Alright, 3 pixies and a werewolf. She put a shield on herself. And going for the pixie. I think she goes for the pixies first to get that focus going for everybody. Another buff just went up. I believe it was bravery. So now she has 3 buffs. And she crit and almost one-shot the pixie. I think if that pixie had 1 impairment, she probably did a little more damage and probably killed it. As you can see, the pixies aren't dodging her because she has she's max professor, so she has accuracy. She also has defense breach, so there's a lot of impairments on this werewolf. So she has 3, so she is doing a lot of damage, and I believe she is invincible right now, so she's not taking any damage. How you get invincible? Pretty much increase your defense past 100%. I'll do another video on that later. Alright, victory. Alright, so now, okay, one more professor kind of walkthrough. So that gives you some different angles and to see why she does what she does as a professor. Hope that helps you in any case. Dun, dun, dun. I think they were tired of waiting for somebody, so they just went ahead and went. 3-man group. There's also a way to join a night bus with 3 of your friends. I'll do another video on that. So proficiency, first thing going. Everything's elite right now, so it doesn't do good to hop in it and take extra damage. There's a 5-star Urkling, but it dodges her because she doesn't have she doesn't have accuracy for Urklings, so there, she might get dodges on that, unless the Aura does a Confusion Hex. First Pixie's up, 4-star. She goes for it. Currently 1 enhancement and no impairments. Alright, she has 4 focus, so she just gave a shield to the Magizoologist and then went for a Pixie. Focus comes a little slower when you have less people, so it's kind of fun to do it with 5 people max, so focus comes a lot quicker. She tossed off her last shield to the Aura. She's looking at the field, she sees a 4-star werewolf. Has 1 impairment on it, so that gives her a little bit of damage and a little bit of defense. Currently she does not have a shield, so it's hitting her a little hard. Focus just came out. She's 1 away from being able to toss 1 more defense charm. I believe Bravery just went up. She's going to pop a health potion. Oh yeah, potions are clutch. You can use them. You can use a few on the lobby screen and then the others while you're inside of the foe. I think this is Elite Werewolf. You can see the buffs at the top. You can click the buffs at the top and it'll give you a tooltip on what it does. What was that? Got a little beep. Alright, she killed the werewolf. She tossed defense on everybody to make sure, since everybody has defense, now she's starting to use Deterioration Hex. She put it on the spider. I believe this werewolf has 2 impairments. I believe it's Weakening and Confusion. She just got a heal, if I looked at that right. And she decided to take, she communicated that she could take the Acromantula because the person doing the Acromantula was weak to it, and she does more damage and takes less damage. Alright, I'm just going to let the Magi finish that off, and that's a little bit on how to play a Professor. As always, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, found it useful, like and subscribe. Any questions, put them in the comments. I'll try to answer them. Until the next one, peace.